The Worst of Times, Chapter 4. She led me on the sidewalk through the street in complete silence. I don't believe we could have spoken even if we had wanted to. So loud were the commercials that blared on every side, and the jumbled music streaming from the windows of the tall buildings. Another thing that was different from my own time was the speed at which the cars zoomed past. Each car flew past me so swiftly that they were only a blur of wind and color. I was annoyed for a moment, thinking that these drivers were speeding, but it turned out they were not doing anything illegal. Instead of speed limit signs, there were minimum speed signs. Minimum speed, 70 miles per hour. We came to a building built of shining bricks and flawless windows that were so clean the windows might not have even been there. Walking up the shining stairs, we entered the building. At first I thought that there was no door to lead into it, before the glass parted automatically as we came to it, and closed behind us. This was apparently a museum. I looked around in awe at the ceiling that seemed to stretch upwards, endlessly for miles, and at the many glass cases containing artifacts of the past. I found several objects of my own time, of after that, and before my own time. There was a phone book, a pistol, pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters, several $1 bills, a t-shirt, a few fossils of creatures I couldn't identify, an old Bible, and various other things of this sort. Some I had never even seen before, while others were merely a regular part of my life. I first visited here, Lucy said, pacing around the many glass cases, when I was 5 years old with my family. I had accidentally dropped my iPhone on the street on the way there. It had been run over by a car, and I was devastated. Wandering around this place, I was bored out of my mind. But then I saw something that interested me very much. Lucy led me to a room, above which were the words LTR, standing for literature. Inside were countless books. The room itself was enormous, larger than any room I had ever been in before, and the books were stacked against every wall, and even on the ceiling high above. I took the Bible off the shelf, Lucy explained, and I had never seen a book this large before. Indeed, I had only seen a few physical books in my entire life, and they were all AI-written children's books. Opening the Bible, I was astonished that so many words could be in one place, and I could not understand some of them. Well, the next day I ran away from home and broke in here. I shut myself in this room and pored over the pages of the books for hours upon endless hours, fascinated and enthralled by them. Through them, I learned to read, to actually read. I read the Bible, Charles Dickens, William Shakespeare, J.R.R. Tolkien, C.S. Lewis, H.G. Wells, Ray Bradbury, and countless others. And through them, I learned of what a corruptible time we live in. I yearned to go back to Tolkien's time, where iPhones did not exist, or to Shakespeare's time, when people worked hard, or to Ray Bradbury's time, when cars did not go at over 100 miles an hour, to Charles Dickens' time, where people were more patient. My parents eventually found where I was going every day, and I was punished severely for it. But what they don't know is that I still come in here every night. I suppose in 2025, the doors of buildings are all locked at night. I nodded. Most of them. Well, nowadays people do not rob or thieve. They are much too busy with affairs of their own, staring at their iPhones 24 hours a day, going to swimming pools and parties and events. There are no more thieves. I am the only thief that I know of at this time. My eyes had grown wide. My hands were shaking. I also found this. Lucy took a faded dandelion out of her pocket. I have never seen any plant life before, only the plastic or artificial plants and trees that are everywhere I look, designed by humans to look just as perfect as those humans want them to look. I asked the question I'd been meaning to ask for some time. Do you know if there are any other people like you in these times? She shook her head. No, I do not know of anyone else like me. But there must be other people like me out there. I would not know. I am sure I am not the only one, though. I wish everyone were like that. But no matter. Society's collapsing, but so it must be. I cannot change what happened. I hope someday people will see again, when things get even worse than they already are. I hope they shall read books and find hope again. After all, this world is not the end. If all this must happen to our world, it was the good Lord's will, and I can't ever change that. Sighing, she handed the dandelion to me, and we exited the museum. That is the end of Chapter 4. Chapters 5 and 6 are coming tomorrow.